All right, what's up, y'all? This is Jaz.
And this is Roe.
And you are listening to Too Young for Marriage. Okay, so if you heard the last episode, if you were listening...
Which they probably wasn't.
It's okay, though. We talked about infidelity, all right? And so this second episode is basically we are playing back off of that, and we have a question. Ro, tell them what the question was.
Yeah, so if you didn't tune in to our last episode, we left off with the question, how do you confront somebody who you suspect is cheating or is cheating?
Okay, right. He is cheating. Okay, I was like, what? Okay. But now we have a caller who is a listener and a good friend of ours, and he basically is going to give us his story of what he did the last time he was cheated on.
Right. Now, he sent us a 13-minute video, so I had to cut it up a little bit. So,
right, he was pissed.
Right, so I'm just going to give y'all pretty much the introduction, and then I'm going to start the clip, I guess, for the most important part. But pretty much, he was dating a guy sophomore year in college. Everything was going good for the first year, and eventually they went to a party, and one of his old friends, I guess, came back into his life, and they eventually hooked up, pretty much. And he was pretty pissed about it. It kind of caught him by surprise because it was all of a sudden. And most people, when they cheat, it's never really all of a sudden. A lot of times it builds up. They stop answering their phone, they're out late, stuff like that. But I'm gonna play the clip for y'all really quick, let y'all hear what happened, and then me and Jaz are gonna get into a few questions that we have for y'all to self-reflect on.
Didn't know what bleach looked like or how it would stain clothes, you definitely knew what it looked like that day. Like, I just went on a bleaching frenzy, breaking everything, destroying the room, ripping up papers, destroying everything. Keeping in mind, I'm f***ing up school property and right? So, I'm just in this rage, and at this point, when I leave.
That is crazy. Now, I always talk crazy, like, oh, if he cheat on me, I always tell Ro I'm gonna cut him up, which I probably will because I'm married, so I might have to cut him up. But that's crazy. I mean, and I feel like some people have probably done stuff worse, but basically, so how does that make you feel to be cheated? I understand you're upset, but, what is your advice to other people?
I don't know if any of y'all ever been cheated on before or know what it feels like to be cheated on, but at the spur of the moment when you find out some stuff like that, it's really hurtful. And if you're spiteful, like the type of person I was back then, you're gonna do anything in your power to get back at that person and make them feel like crap.
Yeah, hey man, you right. You are completely right about that. Fellas, and most of y'all might want to think about that before y'all go out there cheating on your significant other. I know a bunch of y'all probably got a bunch of J's that y'all don't want her to touch. Probably got a brand new car with some nice rims on it.
Nah, they probably broke. If they cheating, they probably broke.
You got something she can destroy. Some clothes, some shoes, some windows. I've never had that happen to me because I try not to talk to people who crazy as hell, Jazz. But anyway, so as y'all heard, he made the decision to leave the relationship, right? Some people choose to stay in toxic relationships. So me and Jazz, we came up with a few questions that you should ask yourself if you are, I guess, potentially thinking about leaving your, partner, significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife.
Or if you're staying, like if you
or if you want to stay, So think about these questions if you're thinking about staying or leaving.
Okay, so the first question is something you should think about. Okay, is this relationship going to bring you closer to God or help you grow? At the end of the day, in life, if you're not growing, then I don't really know what you're doing with yourself. And I mean, we not finna get into that, but think about it. If you're not growing in your relationship because the person is a stagnant person, which means they don't move, they're not growing, they're not learning, then maybe you should decide to get up and leave. Everybody has a purpose, everybody has a calling, and if this person isn't motivating you to go finish school, motivating you to start a business, motivating you to be a better person, then think about it. Is this somebody you can really see yourself spending the rest of your life with?
And that is my question. Can you see yourself spending the rest of your life with this person? I mean, my personal belief And y'all can agree if y'all want to, but you should treat every relationship as if it were your last. Like, you want to go into each relationship with the intent of this person being your person forever in life. Now, I'm not talking about that high school, junior high relationship where you're just getting your feet wet. I'm talking about real deal relationships where you're of age. And I mean, many people, they get into relationships, for many reasons. Sex, financial security, you both have something in common, you got a really good conversation, anything like that. It's many reasons out there, but I truly believe you have to have a foundation. And I'll say about, not all of them, but 90% of the relationships today don't really have a solid foundation. If you look at me and Jazz, and if you talk to us, ask anybody that we know, our relationship is built on God. It's built on the traditional ways of the Bible. It is what it is. And people always ask me, well, how did you and Jazz meet? How did you know she was the one? And I mean, I can never really truly give a explanation because it was just meant to be. Like, it was a feeling. And feelings, a lot of times you can't really explain. You just kind of have to be in that moment.
And that's why you have to be connected to something bigger or higher than you. And for our case, it is God. Like, if you hear him talking to you, he gonna say, this is the one. When you ask people or you see on TV, how did you know she was the one? Oh, you just know. No, you know because it's something in you that's telling you that person is the one.
Yeah, but even we went through a rough patch when we first got together.
Of course.
And I mean, I was so close to just calling it off. But like I said, since I already had my faith and my belief in God, I had my connection with God, it was easy for me to go to God and be like, man, look, I'm not trying to move forward with this relationship. But he would have never gave me that feeling when we first got together if it wasn't meant to be. Now, some people, they just get together just because it's convenient. Like I say, you in my class, you work with me, I see you every day,
We're young, we like each other, or almost to the point where you feel like you stuck with that person because you done been with them so long.
Yeah.
You might as well, some people think I might as well spend the rest of my life with them.
I got 4 kids, but I might as well just stay with them.
Yeah, but that can destroy you. If you don't have a plan for your future, then whatever your present is, if you don't have a pleasant present, then baby, you better run because your future gonna be done. All right.
So yeah, man. But that's question 2.
All right, and really quick, I want to put this thing out there. A lot of people feel like religion, like if we say God, that you have to be judgmental. First of all, you don't know God. God is the same. He never changes. He has been and will be always the same. So humans change, nobody is perfect. Don't you ever in your life think that you are above anybody else because of the decisions you make. You are above anybody else because of the lifestyle choices you make. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what they do. At the end of the day, we are all human. And at the end of the day, God is going to open his arms to us. Now, it's up to you to decide whether or not you step into his arms. It doesn't matter what you've done or who you are or what you are doing. That's between you and God. But don't you ever, especially let me not go in.
Girl, I wish I had an organ right now. I hate that. Man.
I'm just saying, because some people may judge certain people because of the lifestyles that they live, but you ain't God, baby, and ain't no telling what you got going on in your life. So you better check the star in your eye before you come for the star in somebody else's eye. Yeah.
I'm about to take up an offering, man. Come on, Jazz. Come on.
But that is the end of our episode 2, and we just want to. Yes, we really want to thank y'all for being dedicated. Whoever listened to 1 and now listening to 2, shout out to y'all. Y'all are true fans, and we love y'all, and we thank y'all. And just wait for the next episode next Tuesday.
Y'all probably looking at the video like, I'm not finna sit here and watch this 12-minute video. But y'all can sit there and watch 30-minute episode of Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Come on now, we feeding y'all souls. We trying to feed y'all souls.
All right.
And y'all minds.
Yeah.
But that's it. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, I'm Roe.
And I'm Jazz.
Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. Too Young for Marriage.
And tune in next Tuesday
for episode 3.